When I started flying the F-18, I just cherished the time. It's like, how fast can I make this airplane go? And then that wasn't fast enough. It was like, I'm gonna push it. What I didn't know is that's what makes a good fighter pilot. And as a solo pilot in the Blue Angels, our job, maximum performance demonstrator. They're closing a mile at each other every 4.5 seconds. It's like looking a bullet in the eye. The joy was flying your machine to the edge, but also being part of a team that's helping you get there. Kendall Switzer, I go by Thumper, is my call sign. I'm an Air Force brat. Growing up, I pretty much sat in the cockpit of almost every airplane that the Air Force flew, and that was because of my dad. And so it was that support, I think, that triggered me as a young man that I really wanted to fly. When Dad retired, we moved back to Bozeman. So I got accepted to West Point and to Annapolis. I did not get accepted to the Air Force Academy, and I was crushed. So I went to Naval Academy and loved it there, and then got to go to flight school. And we were the first cadre of Nuggets to fly the F-18. The F-18 was awesome. It was high technology for the time, low technology now. And I got a chance to deploy over to the Far East. While there, I went to Top Gun. The idea behind Top Gun, it is to take somebody who has the skill and the mindset and the capacity, train them to be exceptionally knowledgeable in the airframe and other airframes, and then go train and teach. I never really thought about the Blue Angels originally. Somebody within the Strike Warfare Center, she goes, look at this, the Blue Angels need a Marine F-18 pilot for the next season. And so the slot just popped up and they had to do a last-minute selection. When I kind of told Lisa, my wife, that I was, got selected for the Blue Angels, and oh, by the way, the team's gone 300 plus days a year. She said, nope, this is important. You go do it. But I'm not sure she was initially happy about it, and I don't blame her. The solos, that dynamic of the show really appealed to me. High speed, high closure rate, fast, G's, pull. I mean, that was me. And so that's how I got to be a solo pilot. On the team, we would try and get a show in the hometown of the demo pilots, and we had to trade the Thunderbirds Miami to get Great Falls, Montana in 1993 so that Thumper could fly at least in his home state. Boss flew the Delta, all 6 of us, over Billings, round Bozeman, shot up over Helena and Great Falls, and when all of my fellow pilots, team members, got a chance to see the Absarokas, got a chance to see the Bridger Mountains, when we landed in Great Falls, they looked at me and they said, wow, that was amazing. We're coming back. My youngest daughter was born while I was on the team. I hardly got to see my kids. And so we came back to Bozeman. I was an inactive Marine reservist. I still wanted to fly. And then I heard about the Air National Guard. And that's how I got into flying the F-16 out of Great Falls. The beauty of an air show, it shows a very diverse population coming together and trying to do something that's bigger than us. We just did that, and we did it together. Now you're building bridges. So we'll bring the best as we possibly can. We'll use this teamwork to showcase America. We will show the world how a good team works. Now as an X, your role is to support the current team. Help them do the next step. The air show coming back is awesome. The whole team that's putting this thing together, they've been working on this heavily for 3 years. They've done a great job. I think this air show will be even better than the last one. To watch this amazing show of amazing men and women, our military today, a young girl or young boy get a chance to meet and a chance to say, yeah, that could be you. If you want to do it, that could be you. The most joyous thing about the Blue Angels or flying in the military, you grab each other around, all your mechanics, all the pilots, and said, we just did this. That was the joy. It was almost like you did something that was so huge you couldn't even get your head around. You're the young kid watching the F-22 fly and you're like, wow, how does that happen? You go, you want to try it? That was the joy.